Okay, so in the last broadcast, we touched on the Wonder Woman shawl. This is by Carissa Browning. It is the Wonder Woman wrap. And that's what I'm going to be dyeing up for today. Now, in the pattern itself, it calls for a merino silk cashmere yarn. I don't have that. I just have my, I think it's like an 80-20 merino nylon blend. It's sock yarn, but it is the super soft feathery single ply yarn that I bought by Bare Naked Yarns, and it was really lovely. I did dye it up a couple times, and I did work it up in a couple of patterns, and it was fantastic. I did. I was thinking, did I? But I did. I made a pair of socks out of it, and I also am halfway done with a pair of socks for myself that I still have to finish. I really should finish it. It's a really great pattern. So the Wonder Woman wrap it calls for that yarn, and it also calls for color B of like a Hedgehog Fibers 90-10 merino nylon mix, and it says 437 yards of each skein, but it's not 437 yards of each skein. In fact, one of the girls from the Knitting Dead went and asked her directly exactly how much yarn we were going to need approximately, and the sample in this here has actually less than 400 yards, so it's probably more like 350 something like that. And so I don't have the exact yardage, but I know that each of these skeins has 400 yards, and so I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. If not, I'm just taking a gamble because I am just going to dye up 2 skeins. I have my yarn ready to go. It's been soaking in this tub. I bought this tub at Daiso a long time ago, and I have a couple of them, but I think this one is the bigger one. And my yarn has been soaking, so I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go get the pan started and get my colors together and prep my water and prep my dye. I actually don't know where my face mask is at. Maybe I'll see if my husband can help me find it. I do know where my goggles are, but my face mask is gonna be a problem because I don't know where it is. All that money I spent on that face mask too. Well, I'll figure it out. Alright guys, I'm going to pause this for now, and hopefully I will check back with some sort of result. Oh my god, I'm nervous. Wish me luck. I really want to get as close to the Wonder Woman colors as I can, but I'm thinking more along the lines of a burgundy tone because I like burgundy. I can wear burgundy. And I'm hoping somehow or another that I'm able to get a more coppery, or at least a deeper yellow out of the yellow that I have, because I have a sun yellow, and I am terrified that it's literally going to be like this yellow, like that yellow, and I don't want it to be that kind of yellow. I want a deeper tone, and I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I don't know, guys. I'm nervous. I hope I'm able to do it. So wish me luck. I'll see you guys soon. So I mixed the colors. The yellow that I wanted to mix together with, like, I was gonna go mix it with like a fuchsia or a cherry red to deepen it a little bit. But I went with burnt orange and burnt sienna. Oh, goodness. Oh, it looks so amazing. It's just to die for. I hope that it takes. I hope it works. So that was actually chestnut, burnt orange, and sun yellow. I kind of wanted a coppery sort of look, and oh my goodness, I really hope it works. Next up will be cherry red and vermilion with a dash of chestnut to deepen it a little bit, and we'll see what color I get with that. I believe the first time that I did my yarn, I used this combination, but obviously in much deeper, darker sort of hues and also more speckly. So this time it's going to be all a single tone. Wish me luck. Okay, this has been 15 minutes. I overdid it on the heat, but oh my god, I can't believe it. I hope it dries that color, because that's exactly the color I was going for, and I just don't know how. I can't believe I did it. Oh my god, there's a little bit of yellow left in there. I'm gonna let it continue on, and we shall see if it finishes sucking up the rest of that yellow. I hope so. Okay, so you can see this was the edge that I had tested out earlier, and it was a little bit more lighter. It was a little bit brighter red than that, but it's now gotten super light and pink after all that time. Whereas my golden rod that I wanted to dye up, that did not lighten up. That stayed about the color that I was going for. I know it looks like I have a mess here, but work with me, people. Alright, so that feels like it might be a little bit too dark, but I'm gonna go for it. I'll dye up another one if I have to. Okay, that really is nice and deep. But there's like chunky reds down there. I wonder if I should put more vinegar. I just put it in the dye bath. I think I would like it to be a little, I don't know, I love the color. I love it, but I'm a little nervous. I hope it doesn't come out more pink than burgundy. Really excited, really excited to see what these colors produce this time. I used about 2 parts this, 1 part that, and less than half of that, just to give it a little bit of color. I don't know. I didn't do a great job of like keeping track of how much I used on anything. I just used this little spoon that I don't use for anything in the house at all, and I ended up having to open all the windows and stop the air conditioning and all that good stuff to keep this going, because I don't have my respirator or whatever that breather thing is, and I have rabbits. It was like a bad idea to do this without anything open in the house. That was just really bad because we don't have a vent in this apartment. Oh, so bad. Yeah, we're in dire straits here. Okay, bye. Okay, so at this point, I've taken out the yellow yarn out of the dye bath. Whatever didn't get exhausted, it almost fully exhausted. Not 100%, but it almost fully exhausted. I think I said that it was fully exhausted, but it wasn't completely clear, which is fine. I was quite happy with it, and I know I used a little bit too much dye. So now the red one is cooking up, and this is it, guys. This is the beauty that I cooked up, and in person it's a lot more gold. It's a lot more with some coppery tones in there, and yeah, I mean it looks pretty good. It looks a little bit bright there, but it's the lighting, and it's still, I'm very happy with it. Either way, if it was that color right there, I'd be perfectly happy with it as well, except that it's even better. It's almost on par with that. Like if you can mix these two colors together, that's what I'm looking at in front of my face right now. So I've got to go hang it up to dry. I'm gonna put it up in my up in the front here on the porch. I'm so excited. I can't believe I did it. I did it. It's exactly what I envisioned, and I couldn't be more pleased. This is this is the most fun. I honestly, this is the fourth skein that I have dyed up. And I had a color in my head and I did it. And honestly, I think that if it's that easy, we like more of us should do this. I know it's like a trend right now, crazy. Everybody wants to dye yarn. Um, I think it's pretty fun. I'm not saying it's super easy because I think making colors repeatable is what is a true art form, and for me that's, I don't know if I could redo something like this, but it's the color I thought of and it's pretty much the color I came up with, and I'm very pleased. So this is a very dim light. I am done fluffing it out. I am just so very happy. I think this is probably still too yellow in the light. My eyes do not see such a yellow. It sees more of a golden coppery tone. Very much like that. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And I think it's the power of my Wonder Woman shorts. Alright, let's hang this guy up. I'm gonna try and see if I can get to that hook. Thank you. And then, no, I'm not gonna do it there. I'm gonna have to do it somewhere else. Well, we shall see. I might leave it there. I think I'm gonna put like a rag or something just in case. I don't want it to be rusted. Little thing. I didn't see it. It wasn't painted. So I'm gonna think of something. I'll think of something. I'm not gonna leave my baby like this. No! Look at that! Oh gosh. By tomorrow, I'll be knitting this up. That was it. That was the color I was going for. The deep, rich burgundy. Hopefully it stays that way. It's kind of like a little bit on the brownish side, but definitely red. Can't wait. I'm pooped. It's 10:50. My yarn is still cooking a little bit, but the color came out the way I wanted it. It was the color that I wanted, I think. And it's 10:50 at this point. And I did take video. I'm taking video in between on my phone, so I'm hoping that I'm able to put that in here and that I'm just speaking nonsense for no reason later on when I'm ready. But in the meantime, yes, the color is exactly what I wanted. It is a deep, rich, sort of burgundy looking color. I know that the color is going to probably change a little bit when it dries, but the one thing to keep in mind is that this is not 100% wool. It is a superwash yarn. This was the Bare Naked wool. Bare Naked, I forgot the name of the yarn company, but I think it is Bare Naked. And it's a superwash, so it's merino nylon mix. And so I know the superwash takes color so much nicer. So I don't know what I would expect with as far as like saturation levels on plain wool. And I would also have to be a lot more careful with shocking the yarn. With superwash, I'm not careful, I'm not scared, I'm not frightened at all to use it. I'm comfortable, and I am an anxiety ridden person. So to say all of that and actually mean it is a feat, let me tell you, because I am ridden with anxiety about so many different things. But this using or dyeing this yarn is definitely not one of them. And uh, it's really cool to work with superwash. It's a little bit more expensive, and to me it's a lot more expensive because say I could buy one of these yarns, you know, one of these skeins for like $7 retail, uh, depending on where I go if I shop around. But a Malabriga will cost me $9, $10, depending, 15 maybe. Dyed. I mean, obviously dyed. I'm just saying, I compare everything to Malabrigo because it's my favorite yarn. So I can hear the red one going off right now. I'm going to go check on it and see what it looks like. Hopefully it's ready because I'm ready to go to sleep, guys. I'm really pooped. At this point, I'm ready to call it a day. Also, I don't know if I mentioned earlier about the air quality in here. I shouldn't have. It's hot. It's hot and there's no ventilation in here. And we had the air conditioning on and all the doors closed and everything. And before you knew it, I could smell all the fumes. I don't know how my bunny didn't start thumping on the floor. Usually he or she will start to thump to warn us of a strange smell. This was a very chemical smell. It's all in my lungs, so I know I'm going to suffer tomorrow. But there's no amount of gas mask is going to like make me think, yeah, you know, walk around with the gas mask on the entire time that you're in your house because there's no ventilation in here. And you should have opened the doors. I should have known that. So, that did not come out the way I planned. I think there was too much yellow left in the Thai bath. And I thought it was completely exhausted, but by the time I poured the color, I realized no. So I kind of jumped the gun a bit there. And it made it a bit on the pink side. Oh, guys, I wish I like had some more hands, but it's beautiful. It's stunning, gorgeous. I think this is it for the night. I might do another little video real quick in a second, showing you what it looks like outside at the porch. At first, when I pulled it out, when I started washing it, I felt like some of the color leached out of it, and I thought, gosh, did I do something wrong? Because it's superwash, so it shouldn't shock very easily, but I might have shocked it with, I don't know how, but I think maybe I should have just gone and washed it straight into hot water instead of cold water, maybe. I don't know. But I felt like I kind of bleached out some of the color. In front of me, it kind of looks more, it still looks a bit pinkish. But it does have a bit of a burgundy-ish sort of feel with some light hints of chocolatey kind of burgundy brown. And so I like it. I think once it dries, we'll see what it looks like finally. Right there, it looks brown. It's not brown, it's red, definitely. I think it's the vermilion. I don't like vermilion. I've never really liked to use vermilion, and I think that is kind of what is turning it a little bit more pinky than I would have liked. Vermilion was not my favorite crayon in the box, okay? Oh, but it's still beautiful. It's still stunning. If I'm truly unsatisfied, then I might give it another whack tomorrow with more on the red, like a cherry, more on the cherry red side with a little bit more chestnutty kind of a color. I might do that. I don't remember. You probably shouldn't do that when it's wet because it's still drying. But I'm going to call it a day. I did put that last skein that I had, another skein that I had just to soak up the rest of that pink. So I kind of put it half in the water and half out of the water. And we'll see what happens to that one. But if I can get like a light pink tint to it with, you know, chunks of natural color, so it'll be like a strawberry cream, like strawberries and cream. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that little experiment. Just like the tail end of the dye bath, it was too much color. It didn't soak it up. I mean, it was in there for a good long while, not just like 15-20 minutes. It was more than long enough. It should have soaked up all of the dye, and it didn't because there was a little bit too much in there. So at this point, it's 11:32. I'm going to be exhausted for work tomorrow. This is why it's hard for me to do things after work. I've got a broadcast that I am editing. I got a video that I'm finishing up and it's ready to go. It's just rendering right now. That rendering takes forever because my CPU is slow or something is slow, or I don't know, it just takes a long time for me to save a video to my computer. And it's just a lot of work doing it. I don't know how people do this, to be honest. I don't know how people dye yarn and edit videos and upload them to YouTube and have giveaways and this and that and find time to knit and take care of the kids and clean the house and work, and something's wrong there. Something's wrong. Like there's like some pod people out there that are like never tired. Anyway, this yarn, the yarn fumes, oh god, you guys, I wish this would show up, but like that is very much pink. That is very pink. But I mean, that is very burgundy. I really am happy with this. I'm pretty positive that once I knit this up just like this, I'm going to be very, very happy with it. That put together with the goldenrod that I like, or whatever that color is, I think I'm going to be very happy with it. It's going to feel wearable to me. Like I feel like I'll be able to wear those colors and be comfortable, and that no one's really going to like point them out to me like, oh, that's too red, or oh, that's too yellow. You know how opinionated people are. Not that we care all that much, but we kind of care a little bit. That's okay. All right. Ooh, you guys, I'm very happy. I wish I had dyed more yarn up to now, but I mean, look at my schedule. I have to wake up at 4 in the morning tomorrow. It's 11:30. I have to go get ready for bed. I'm all sticky and yucky from, sorry for the mic, sticky and yucky from all the running around, from all the video editing, from just getting up and down to check on these things, because I don't know what I'm doing. If I knew what I was doing, I wouldn't stress about stuff like that. But, you know, I'll get it down. I'm lucky I even have the energy for this today. I don't know how I managed to wrangle that. But all right, I'm babbling. Yeah, I'll probably toss in another little clip real quick. But that's it, guys. I'm calling this a day. I had a great time. I hope this wasn't too long. This was a really fun experience. I'm really looking forward to working this up. It's obviously going to be a vastly different color from the red on the shawl itself. but I'm definitely going to be more comfortable with it. So I can't wait to work this up. Hopefully by tomorrow, my red yarn will be dry by the time I get home. So what I'll do is I'll hang it up, and I'll show you guys in a minute how or what I hung it up on. And I'll rotate it before I go to work tomorrow. And then when I get home, it should be nice and dry. You guys, I can't get over it. I can't. It's really pretty. I feel like it's definitely definitely more pink. Geez, that even looks purple there, but it's definitely more pink than anything. It's terrible lighting right now. I like it. It's growing on me. It's kind of like a wine color. It's literally like wine spilled all over my yarn, and I tried to get some of it out. So if you can imagine that, that would leave kind of like a bit of a pinkish tint or hue in certain spots. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it looks like. So I'm quite happy with this. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm working on. I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like worked up, and I'll keep you all posted. I'll also update some more on the Joji Locatelli mystery cowl knit along. I'm sure, like, if you still wanted to join, it's not a mystery anymore. The pattern's out, everything's out. Obviously, everybody knows that, but you can still join, and you can still work it up. It's a beautiful pattern, and I had a lot of fun stash diving. And I think next time that a pattern calls for lots of yarn like that, I'm gonna do this again and dye up all the skeins myself. It saves a lot of money, number one, and you get to tweak the colors just the way you want them. And I don't know. This is fun. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I hope I do this some more, and I hope that I actually learn how to do this better. And I hope that I can like shut up at some point, because I do have to go to bed. All right, you guys. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Bye. I finished up hooking up the second skein, and I came to check up on this one, and way down at the bottom I had to give it a good squeeze to get out a bunch of water. So I guess it's a good idea to come and check up on these things and give it a good squeeze once in a while down at the bottom, and it helps it get rid of all that excess water faster. Alright guys, I'm going to bed now. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do this tomorrow. See you guys later. Bye!